Hey all, Double 18 Seth Shadow here. Let's go ahead and get straight into today's market watch. It's mostly going to be a number of singles to talk through, and before we get into those, I want to take another look at the set 4 leaders and where they're at. With the Code Geass collaboration now kind of settling in on its prices, let's see where some of these cards land. So, well, I guess it's no surprise, of course, but the gold Lelouch Lamperouge, the signature version, currently has the highest market price and base price, and it has been selling for around 420. The market price is currently around 419, and then you got Colin Kozuki as the next one for best selling, but the market price is 147 and 23 cents, while the lowest listing is currently 165. And then you got Cornelia as the next one, with a market price of 104 and 59 cents. And then C2 comes after that with a market price of 280, and that one has 294 as the current base price, followed by Suzaku at 110 for its base price and 118.76 for the market price. And then when it comes to the regular Lelouch, that one comes after Kawi, who is currently at 55.85 with a market price of 66. Kawi is from Abysscraft and is not part of the Code Geass campaign. And then the regular Lelouch is currently at $177 with a market price of $197. Orange Boy and Shinkei come next, with Shinkei being on the higher end at $51.20 market price, while Jeremiah is $45.04. And dead last in terms of best selling is Charles, who is at a market price of $60.80. So it's more expensive than either Shinkei or Jeremiah, but yeah, it's not selling as well. And then our other non-Code Geass leader card, Lorena, is also at the bottom with a market price of $90, but its base price is $96.87. So that's where leaders stand at this point. And then I also want to point out that the base form of Israfil, the legendary version, is still holding really well and is actually going back up in price. The base price is now $25.99, so $26, with a market price of $24.70. And it has been selling for over $25 recently, with most of its copies, let's see, around 29, yeah, closer to $30 for most of its copies, with only a few that are closer to 25, 26. So if you do need to pick up Israfils, they're still moving up, and the lower price quantities are not really there anymore. Cassiopeia, let's see where this has been heading. The regular legendary has been holding around $3 with a market price of $3.82. It's got 24 listings overall, and the super legendary has 21 listings with a market price of $16.35, so still pretty widely available. When it comes to the ultimate rare, though, that has a market price of $104 with 53 cents and a base listing of $100.90 with 7 listings altogether. So not as many quantities on that one. And then, of course, we've got the C2 collaboration with Cassiopeia, where the market price here is $5.62. And in terms of availability, we're looking at just under $6 for a lot of these, but then you have to consider shipping for a few of them. And sales have been just under $5 for the last few. So overall, the C2 is a little bit more expensive than the regular, but not by too much. Then we've got Sybil of the Waterworm, who has 22 listings on the regular legendary with a market price of $3.54, but a base price of $5 right now. And then the super legendary is currently at $21.75 base listing with a market price of $23.96, so $24-ish. 8 listings on that one. And this one has a collaboration with Colin, where the base listing on this one is also $5, and the market price is right there too, $5. It's been selling for $5+, and in terms of availability of this one, we do have a number of copies that are $5 to $5.50, Actually, the whole front page is basically lower than $6, so still widely available. And given that it's around the same price as the regular legendary, it's just a matter of if you want the collab versus the original. Diamond Master, well, can't get a diamond for any cheaper than this, right? This one is still, oh man. When we consider this, the Evo is still a little more expensive on the base price, but the market price is not that different. The base form legendary has a market price of $175, while the Evo is $149, and the super legendaries are not really doing that much, and listing wise, they're not too bad either. The super legendary base form has a market price of $526 and 9 listings, and the super legendary of the Evo is $741 market price with 21 listings, so that's not going anywhere. Ultimately, not a deck that tends to be that popular, so it's still easy to build the Storm Ward variant of Haven if you want to try that out. Rice Shower is also down in value as of late for its regular legendary. We have a number of copies that are available for under $2 until it gets back up to $4 after the initial 6 copies. But in terms of recent sells, we did have one sell off at just over $3, but then after that, it's only been selling for $1.76, and the market price is currently $3.84, with an overall downtrend on the market price over the last few months. The foil version of Narita Top Row does have a cheap copy available right now for $2.60 with a $2 shipping tag, though, and then while it's only been sparsely selling, where I see $320, $664, market price is currently $598, and after that initial $260 copy, it's $792 onward. So basically an $8 plus card where it's been holding for some time, and the market price has not really budged either, given how sparsely it's been selling, even though it has been a recent sale. Fine Motion, on the other hand, is almost out of quantities. We've got $4 for the base listing, but only 2 listings right now, and the market price is $3.29. The second listing available has a $5 shipping tag and is $3.75, so that's over $8 to pick that up in comparison. And the market price on this one has been on the rise, so if you need this, it's not looking too good there. Surefire Bullet has been decreasing in value for its regular gold from Reign of Bahamut, which is set 2, and now has a market price of $190, and $161 is the base price among 20 listings. When it comes to the promo version that you get from Showdowns, the market price there is $415, and it has 14 listings with a base listing of $430 right now. So the original price of the gold is now what the promo is worth. Well, not too surprising. While Bullet still sees play here and there, not as much as it used to, given that there are alternate options for individual crafts. Gemstaff Commander has also been going down recently, where now the price is a base of $1.70 with a market price of $1.77, and it's been selling for $1-ish to $3 recently, and we only have a few copies that are actually underneath $2. Well, actually, we start looking at these non-free shippings, and we actually have a fair amount that are under $2 right now. But overall, the price has decreased, and I see it still get played here and there between various decks, given that it's just a generic search for almost any card in your deck. And our last card for today is the premium of Elfchild May, which has been seeing an increase in value, although not as many sales since mid-April. But the market price is currently $415, and it only has 9 listings right now. Recent sales have all been around $3.50 to past $5, and there's only one listing that's underneath $6, $7, I'd say right now, while the rest of them really continue to go up there, as May does see a lot more play right now with the current variant of Forestcraft. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.